How good was that promo, huh? Whew, I got goosebumps. So the question is the training program nearly as good as that promo? And that's the answer I'll be giving in today's video. And stay tuned, there's going to be a lot of quality information packed in today's video. I'll talk about the training routine, the nutrition, the mindset it takes to get this program done successfully, and the takeaways, which is the good parts of this training program that I definitely liked, and the throwaways, which are things I didn't like about the training program, and also the final verdict, which is exactly what you came here for. So stay tuned, this is going to be a lot of fun, and I have a lot of hopes riding on this video because I made a review of Athlean AX1 in the past, and that happens to be the most viewed video on my channel. That was a huge hit, and yeah, let's get into today's video. I'm excited, you should be too. So guys, the first question is, who is this training program for? And the simple answer is, it's for anybody that wants to lose body fat while at the same time retaining muscle mass. And I have to say, this training program does a really good job at retaining your muscle mass while getting rid of all that extra fat. So here's the deal, let's say you're somebody that's over 20% body fat, has a lot of fat and it's clearly visible, but you want to get more conditioning and you want to get that fat belly, right? This training program can work for you. Or you're somebody who's already pretty lean, you can start seeing your abs in the perfect lighting condition, the right angles, but you're not satisfied. You want to look shredded. You want to look so good that you can go for a photo shoot or do some modeling, stuff like that. Then this training program is going to work for you. And more importantly than anything else, Athlean X believes in training you as an athlete. It's going to make you do the work so that your performance improves along with your look. And that's important. That's something I really like. Who is this training program not for? It's not for people who want to step on a bodybuilding stage. See, there's better training programs and better nutrition plans that's gonna work way better than this if your goal is that, to step on a bodybuilding stage. Also, this training program is not for people who are beginners. I know Jeff Cavaliere, Athlean X, says that anybody can do this training program, whether you're a beginner or you're an elite level athlete. Here's the deal, they have 5 different alarm levels, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where 1 is for complete beginners who has never trained in their life, and 5 is for really high level athletes, and anybody in between comes in there as well. So the problem is, with beginners you don't have the mindset, the willpower, the determination to really push yourself to that limit, to have the determination to eat the perfect way for 90 days, to push yourself beyond your limits for 90 days. That's not comfortable, and most beginners, there's no way they can do that. Even a friend of mine, he started this training program, he quit after 1 month. I get it, like life gets in the way, you have your responsibilities, you have a family to take care of, you have your job and all of that. So see, this training program is not for everybody. You should only attempt this if fitness is your number 1 priority. If you're really going to dedicate eating and training the right way for 90 days. And that's not easy. So if you think you're ready for that, give it a shot, then it's for you. Alright, now let me talk about the training program itself. The training routine is for 3 months, and each month is a different phase. The first month is called the mobilization phase, the second month is called incineration phase, and the third month is called total inferno phase. And each of these phases have a different emphasis on the training volume, the intensity, the different rep ranges, and the exercise selection, the way the exercises are performed, all of it is so different. There's so many variety and variations that you're definitely going to make some progress. And that's because no matter how experienced you are, the chances are very low that you're trained in this way before. And that's really good. So trust me, if you keep up with eating healthy and training and giving it your best shot, you're definitely going to make progress. You're going to lose fat and retain your muscle. That's for sure. You saw the workout structure. 7 days in a week. 5 of those days you need to put in the work. 2 days you get to rest and recover. 3 strength training sessions, 2 conditioning sessions. And now let me talk about the special attraction of this training program, something that you've never seen before. That is the Black Widow workouts, featuring the Black Widow Melissa. She's gonna kill you. It's gonna be the toughest workout sessions in your life, but these are pretty innovative conditioning exercises, and it's interesting. Okay, I'm sorry, but I've got to do this. The first Black Widow workout you ever do is gonna be the toughest workout session of your entire life. I don't care who you are, it's gonna be the toughest workout session of your life, and it's gonna kill you. I don't mean to scare you, but I mean to scare you. You know, there are times in this training program where you feel demotivated, you don't feel like doing anything, you're in a slump, and you think to yourself, why did I even take this training program up? I want to quit. But you got to keep going on. Results will follow. Be disciplined and keep it going. And what kept me motivated was 2 things. First thing, social proof. I used to record a video talking after the workout was done, and I posted it on my stories on Instagram. And the support from the people who saw it, and having to be accountable not just to myself but to others, because I used to post there every single day, that kept me accountable, that kept me motivated. And apart from that, we have monthly challenges. There are 3 different challenges that you will face in this training program. That is the burn down challenge, burn up challenge, and the burnout challenge. All of these challenges are probably something you've never done in your life before. You've never trained in this way before, and it's going to challenge you, and it's going to push you to your limit and beyond your limit. What you need to make sure is that you keep a track of all the exercises that you do, the reps, the weights, everything, and you will see over the weeks and over the months that your numbers will improve. That's undisputed. The numbers don't lie, and that's going to keep you motivated to see the numbers improve firsthand. Now let me talk about the parts of the training program that I really liked, the takeaways that I'm going to make a part of my training routine, my regular training routine, and you should too. So let's get into it. The first takeaway is the exercise variety. There's so much exercise variety, whether it comes to strength training or conditioning, that you can never get complacent. You might get exhausted because it's difficult, but you can't get bored. It keeps up the fun. Now let me talk about some of the best exercises according to me from Athlete Inferno Max Shred. These are exercises that I definitely intend to make a part of my regular training routine, and you should too. The first exercise I want to talk about is sprinting. When was the last time you sprinted? And honestly, most people don't sprint nearly as much as they should. And now this is the hanging scap pulls, where you retract your scapula to target your upper back. And this is amazing if you can't do pull-ups but you want to get strong enough to do it. And this explosive conditioning exercise is called skater hops, where you move side by side, and you can see this being applied in sports, in football or soccer or skating. And this is my favorite bodyweight exercise to target your biceps, and I mean purely target your biceps alone. This is so good, you feel that contraction, and all you need is your body weight and a stick. And now here's an exercise to challenge your core stability and at the same time hit your upper back. These are the Renegade rows, and I absolutely love them. You can't handle much weight, but still it's super effective. And now this is my all-time favorite exercise to target the glutes and posterior chain as a whole. It's the dumbbell or kettlebell swing. Need I even explain why this exercise is so amazing? Let's move on. And now this is what most guys might call a girly exercise, and your ego might get in the way, but I can promise you that it's gonna kick your ass. It targets the weakest part of your lower body, the middle glutes. And you know what, just one exercise isn't enough to target your middle glutes, so here's another one. This is the dumbbell frog glute press. It's like your regular hip thrusts, except the position of your feet makes your middle glutes do most of the work. And now here's a brilliant substitute for the rotator cuff destroying upright rows, which is the high rows. This provides all the advantages of the upright rows without the damage. You're welcome. The second takeaway is good planning and periodization. Like I always say, failing to plan is planning to fail. And the best part about this training program is that it is so well structured and planned out. Every single thing, every single exercise, every single rep is for a purpose. and that's the way it should be if you have a goal to work towards. And what I'm talking about specifically is periodization. That is, you train high intensity with low rep ranges and also train with low intensity and high rep ranges. You have a mix of all different exercise selections and rep ranges, volumes, intensities, and that's sure to get you some results. The third takeaway is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, monthly tests. These are important because the numbers don't lie. When you've done a test before and you do it again and you see that the numbers have improved, you see it on paper, that's really motivating, and it shows that your performance is improving and the training program is good. That's the sign of a good training program. It shows you that you're making progress. And the first throwaway, if you've seen my Athlean 1 review video, you know this is coming, and that's the meal plan, the nutrition plan that goes along with this training program, the X Factor meal plan. My problem is it's too restrictive, it's too strict, and that doesn't work for most people. That's not the way to go. People are gonna go crazy if they, starve themselves and try to be so strict with their diet immediately. You gotta understand your food. You need to understand what your needs are and slowly ease into making healthier food habits day after day. The fact of the matter is you need to hit your calories, your macros, and eat nutrient-dense quality food. And if you want to do it in your own way and not be restricted to eating the way this training program is based, where you need to be so restrictive, that's your choice. And that's my only complaint when it comes to the nutrition part of this training program. Everything else is pretty much good in this training program. And the second throwaway is, there is no second throwaway. That's the only thing. That's the only problem I have with this training program, is the restrictive meal planning thing. I'd prefer to eat food in my way, having the flexibility to eat what I want, when I want, and focus on hitting the calories and macros while still focusing on eating nutrient-dense quality food. That's me. If you want to eat in that way, cool. And now lastly, before I talk about the final verdict, let me talk about my progress and my results with this training program and how I made it work for me. Woo! Finally, day 90 of Athlean from Max Shred is finished at last. Today was the final big test. This is the day I trained for 3 months. All the dieting, all the exercise, every set, every rep, everything I put in, it was for today. And clearly it's been working, and I'm pretty happy considering that I had access to no weights, no barbells, no plates, no dumbbells, nothing. All I used was these resistance bands, what you can see laying over there, some light dumbbells and this bamboo stick right here. That's all that I had, and finally it's over, and I'm pretty proud to say I did pretty damn well. Day 90 finished and feeling pretty good, so it's time to party. The craziest part about me completing this training program is that I had access to no gym. I'm not kidding. All I had was two 7.5 kg dumbbells, a bamboo stick, a couple of resistance bands. That's it. The problem was, I was 3 weeks into the training program, and then there was lockdown, home quarantine because of the whole crazy coronavirus issue going around. And here I am stuck in the middle of my training program, and I've committed to this. There's no way I was going to quit this, because I had started this training program earlier, but then I got fever and I had to stop it midway. So I started all the way over again, and this time I promised to myself I was going to finish it no matter what. So what did I do? No equipments. How did I manage to do it? Using just these simple equipments. To talk about that, I'll make another video where I'll cover all of this in detail, all the different exercise substitutions I made and how I got it working for me. Because if I talk about that in today's video, it's going to get way too lengthy and you're going to quit midway. So yeah, I'll talk about it in another video. And now it's time for the final verdict. Is this training program hit or shit? Drum rolls, please. This training program is hit. I loved it. You knew this was coming. As soon as you saw 3 takeaways and just 1 throwaway, you knew this was good. And yeah, I got the job done. I had my results. I got exactly what I expected. That too considering I had access to no equipments at all. And that's crazy how this training program worked, and I'm grateful it did work. It's a combination of the good structure and planning of this training program and also my creativity. I just got it done at home. So what's your excuse? Are you going to take up this training program or what?